Hello, and thank you for investing some of your time in learning a little more about the medical device registration process in Brazil. Over the next few videos in this series, we'll take a look at some of the key aspects involved in bringing your medical device to market. This course is broken up into 6 sections or modules. First, an overview of the Brazilian market and regulatory framework. Next, the steps involved in classifying your medical device. We'll also cover the role of the Brazil registration holder, then look at quality management systems, followed by technical file requirements, and finally a module covering registration submission. This video is part of a series, so you can use a playlist menu to skip around between topics if desired, or just let them run in sequence. Ready? Let's get started then with our first module, an overview of Brazil and the regulatory framework. Medical devices are regulated by Brazil's central authority, the National Health Surveillance Agency, better known as Anvisa. They're responsible for reviewing medical device applications. They also enforce quality system requirements of high-risk devices for foreign manufacturers and ensure safety standards of medical devices sold in Brazil are upheld. If your organization resides outside of Brazil, before you can even think of entering the market, you must provide a certificate of free sale from another country. In lieu of that, an Inmetro certificate will do, and if you lack that, some other proof of marketing approval from 2 other countries will suffice. But you'll also have to provide a good reason why you don't have home country approval. It could be argued that registering a medical device in Brazil is a complex process. This is due mainly to the constantly evolving regulations. Overall, there are 10 steps involved in bringing your device to market in Brazil. This SlideCast organizes them into 5 primary sections. Device classification is a key step in the registration process. The classification of your device can impact the number and complexity of the requirements needed to bring it to market. If you don't have an office in Brazil, you'll need to appoint a Brazil registration holder. As the name suggests, this entity plays a key role in the registration and distribution of your product. Similar to other markets, quality management standards must be met. In addition, most electronic medical devices require Inmetro certification. You'll need to prepare a technical file. This is a dossier which provides detailed information about your product and provides proof of compliance with applicable regulations. The final step involves submitting your device registration application to Anvisa for approval. Once approved, you'll need to appoint a qualified importer distributor to bring your devices into Brazil before you can start selling. We'll cover each of these steps in more detail in later modules. In this introductory module, we covered the governing regulatory body, Anvisa. We also learned that before you can register your device in Brazil, you'll need to provide proof that you're selling in other markets. Finally, we took a glimpse at the basic steps involved in bringing your device to market. The next section delves a little deeper into the device classification process.